Hey, what's up guys? I am your host Ryan Zoo, and this is King of the Hill. Hey guys, if you're watching this on Super John Bombo 2's channel, I invite you to come and subscribe to Bloons King of the Hill channel. There you get these episodes earlier, you get more episodes, and you get cool things like player interviews. Hey, what's up guys? This is Ryan Zoo bringing you another commentary between two noblemen, Darkatomic and Anacondaz. Darkatomic with 917 wins, 324 losses, and Anacondaz with 750 wins. I think about 250 losses maybe. Pretty similar win-loss ratios overall. And we are starting on the Yin Yang. Darkatomic going for a boomerang strategy, and of course a good luck for both players. So quite a few things have been happening in King of the Hill recently. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary by Anacondaz and Trevor Squires. Both of them very, very strong commentators. And Anacondaz, you know, doing some of a mockumentary. Wait, that only works if it's a documentary. Doing somewhat of a, you know, ironic King of the Hill commentary with lots of fake clapping and his incredibly funny intro. So really interesting to see some differences in King of the Hill. Really enjoying that. Meanwhile, both these guys going for pretty similar strategies, but Anacondaz going for that no bomb tower opening because it is a little bit cheaper, so he says. And he probably doesn't have bomb towers either, which is the other thing. I know if you guys have seen my games versus Crazy Aliens or Problogy, I still don't know how to say his name. You'll see that I really love the Spike Factory, and the person who taught me that strategy was actually Anacondaz himself. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he is also using a very, very similar Spike Factory strategy on this map as well. So both these guys got their boomerang in the middle, which usually means that it's going to be very, very low economy, because when you have both boomerangs in the middle, the rounds are usually really, really short, because those natural balloons get killed very, very quickly. So we're going to see here, like, as soon as, there's no way these natural balloons get past, because the boomerangs are just set to first and they shoot them down as soon as they come forward. So generally you don't actually get very much economy in boomerang versus boomerang when you have them, both of them, in this middle position. So you know, that's the sort of interesting situation, is that when you have super low economies, then this map is actually more of a kill map. You can actually kill your opponent on round 15 and round 18 and stuff like that, because your opponent just doesn't have enough money to get a viable defense sometimes. It's really, really interesting dynamics when you have both double middle boomerang. That's actually the games I like the most on Yin Yang, is when both of them have double middle boomerang. So these guys now going for black attacks and getting the defense up with the 2-0-0 boomerangs is usually enough to stop blacks. I think you should probably set the 0-0 boomerangs to strong, because it is more important to pop that black one down into a pink. If that black one is coming around this bend like it is here, it's a little bit more dangerous. You'd rather have pinks coming around rather than blacks. But with 3 0-0 boomerangs, both Darkatomic and Anacondaz is really, really safe. But it also means that the economies are really, really low. Oh, Darkatomic continue to attack. Some balloons might get through. Oh, that was really close. But look, 3 black balloons coming around the bend here. This could be pretty dangerous. This could be very, very dangerous indeed. And wow, no. Able to stop that in time and get himself a ricochet, and so he's completely safe for round 8. I think he's completely safe. I don't know, I've had a ricochet on round 8 before, and some guys, I think it was Problogy, said, "Will you go whites versus me?" or something like that. And what the hell? What the hell? Whoa. Whoa. So Anacondaz is testing in a very, very serious Nobleman match. This is insane, guys. Whoa. Oh my god. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here. Holy cow. Is he going to do a farm rush? But on what round? Maybe like round 13? No, round 15 Rainbow Rush isn't very good. And he has mortars. So his loadout is, I guess, mortar, boomer, farm, and probably Spike Factory. Because at least that way with Spike Factory he can go late game. With Spike Storm you can usually stop quite a number of Zoma gods. But then again, if he goes farms, he might just go for a huge farm rush. And oh, this is always a very cool attack. I like this a lot. So you go for one single camo rainbow, and that means even when they get it up, look here, it might do some damage. Oh no, no damage in that situation. But maybe if it was two of them, two rainbows in that situation could have done quite a bit of damage. Meanwhile, with the mortar here, Darkatomic should be able to send some camo pinks. He really should send some camo pinks. Just to exploit that mortar and get that lives lost, so he does get himself in the comfortable position of being ahead of lives. That way he can just defend, and eventually defend this farm rush that Anacondaz kind of has to send if he's behind on lives. Man, this game is pretty action-packed. There's some stuff happening in King of the Hill I want to talk about, but I just haven't had time because there's too much action going on in this game. I guess I might have time to talk about a little bit right now. There's a Spike Factory, by the way. So definitely going for the Spike Factory defense against Moabs. And a good location for it as well. And meanwhile, Darkatomic, what is going to use versus... Oh, still using the traditional bomb tower. Moab Wall is still very strong. Not saying they're bad or anything. Whoa! Double Spike Factory! Whoa, this is interesting. So he's using one Spike Factory to be safe against regular camos. Camo pinks, and he's doing another Spike Factory for the defense versus Moabs, probably getting up to a 1-3 or 2-3 as soon as he can. And with the farms there, that's the cool thing about farms, is that you can just sell it and get that defense up with the Spike Factory as soon as you need. And actually, probably with the farms, by selling the farms, you might even have enough for a Spike Storm already on round 18. So it's doubtful that Darkatomic is doing big rushes. Both these guys still on 150 lives. Man, this strategy is a good counter to my strategy. Why is that? I'm curious to see what Darkatomic's fourth tower is. If it's a monkey ace, then I don't know. This is probably when Anacondaz might sell a farm here. Is he going to sell the farms for some big rush? Still no. Wow. Not selling a farm for a big rush. Really interesting. Oh, so he's going for one rush. So I think this is the start of Anacondaz's rush. He's really good about the timing of his rushes. He just sort of does them one bit at a time. I think that was a double BFB. And oh my god, that's so many regrowth ceramics. This is going to be deadly. This is going to be so deadly. Oh my god, it's not even close. Wow, he didn't even sell his farms. I don't think he even sold his farms. I don't think he sold his farms. He just went for a round 20 rush, and that was plenty enough to kill Darkatomic. Holy cow. If I was Darkatomic, I probably would have... Well, I don't know what his fourth tower was. It might have been a ground zero. In fact, I think it definitely must have been ground zero. I think he definitely should have sold his Moab Maulers, and then the BFBs would have been really slow to go around the track, and that probably would have had given him enough time to get a monkey ace up for a ground zero. And then once he gets to ground zero, he can get a 4-2 monkey ace, which is that it's the one that flies around and shoots the missiles. I don't know what it's called. I really can't remember what it's called, sorry guys. But it's the one that shoots the missiles, and that actually can solo like Moabs by himself, especially on a relatively big map like this. That probably wouldn't be the best play, but nevertheless, game 1 going to Anacondaz, and there's still a lot more stuff to talk about that I need to talk about, but let's see if I can find time in game number 2. Alright, we're here in game number 2, and it is Hydra Dam. Darkatomic just started the recording at the very start of this game, so this is actually really cool. So Darkatomic obviously was a loser in the last match, and he picked struggling with the mortar a little bit. He picked Hydra Dam, as that really is his best map. But guess what? Hydra Dam is also Anacondaz's best map. So we're going to see both these guys face off against each other, who are like probably the two... Trevor Squire is also very good at Hydra Dam. Obviously Dark Affliction is very good at Hydra Dam. But yeah, all these guys, it's really hilarious that all these guys... and Darkatomic going up to a quick lead here by... oh, interesting variation. His Darting Gun is much earlier than Anacondaz, so he's got a little bit lower economy, but quite a few more lives though. 150 lives still, or 149 lives. But that was really cool, knowing that Anacondaz would stall, so he didn't have to stall himself, and which means he didn't have to lose any lives. So, as I was saying, that yeah, both these guys think that they're really strong at Hydra Dam. So it's really going to be interesting when strong Hydra Dam players face off. And I know a lot of you, some of you guys are like really, you know, I mean, sort of, there's really only one good strategy on this map. It's the Mortar Doubling Gun strategy. I've tried boats and I've tried farm rushes, and it probably works against 99% of the population. But if you watch my game versus Anacondaz, whoops, spoiler alert. Oh my god, I totally forgot. That game isn't even out yet. Oh my god, that game is not out yet. Whoops, my bad. So, yeah, some of you guys who watched the King of the Hill thread and follow the thread, we do have results up there, and it does show that I have played Anacondaz. And, yeah, that's a really cool series that will be coming up soon, guys. We're waiting for Trevor Squires to commentate that, since, you know, I'm playing and Anacondaz is playing, so obviously it makes sense that Trevor Squires is the commentator. And he's getting better all the time, you know. Initially he was getting not so used to the music and things like that, but now he's completely used to the music and zooming in and making sure that, you know, he covers the towers and things like that. He's just going to keep getting better and better as a commentator. It's going to be really exciting to see. Oh, a little bit of lag there. And I know Darkatomic loves to be really aggressive on Hydra Dam, so he's always trying to rush if he can. Pink rushes, black rushes, things like that. And that forces Anacondaz to lose a couple of lives. He's trying. Anacondaz is trying really hard with Darkling Micro, but yeah, just not as effective. And now see black rushes by Anacondaz as well, causing Darkatomic to lose a couple of lives. And this 2-0 bomb tower does help out quite a bit. All you need is a little bit of extra popping power, and you do maintain no lives lost. Pretty much. Yeah, here we go. So see, Darkatomic maintaining perfectly no lives lost. Whoa, man, the video is a bit choppy today. So, yep. So, yeah, this strategy, Darkling Gun, Mortar, you know, Bomb Tower, it really is the best strategy, guys. But if you look really, if you follow the details really closely, they're not doing it exactly the same. You know, clearly they're not doing it exactly the same. Darkatomic is being way more aggressive. He's being slightly lower econ. He's getting his towers and his defense a little bit earlier. You know, Anacondaz is down to 39 lives already. 39 lives. And Darkatomic is so aggressive. He just keeps on rushing. Look at this. Regrow Blacks. Wow. Just such an aggressive player on this map. Whereas Anacondaz prefer to get much more economy, getting the minimum defense necessary. But having to sacrifice quite a lot of lives for that. Gonna be interesting though if... Oh, and Anacondaz is making a bit of a mistake here, I think. Getting his camera detecting mortar a little bit too early. Oh, actually no, it probably doesn't matter because neither of them are going to economy anyway. The economy phase is over. Now it's time to get the defense up. For round, you know, 12, 13, 14. Really big rush rounds. And, you know, yeah, both of the defenses are identical, but this... Oh my god, that's really... Oh, that was lucky. That was almost... I mean, that's actually really critical to get that boomerang down in that spot, because any other spot is just not as good. Round 30 Rainbow Rush. So here's a Rainbow Rush by Darkatomic. A really big Rainbow Rush, and he's sold all of his towers. Is it going to be enough to kill Anacondaz? He's definitely going to lose some lives. Oh my god, Anacondaz is so good at defending Rainbow Rushes. Holy cow. Damn, and that really is GG for Darkatomic. There's just no way he can defend. And just this tiny little rush by Darkatomic will be the end of him. And GG right there. Wow, so Darkatomic thinking that because Anacondaz was down to 39 lives, that Rainbow Rush could have made him lose just enough lives for him to lose. But wow, Anacondaz is clearly showing that this strategy can fully defend against the Rainbow Rush. And wow, that was such a good defense. So Anacondaz down to 39 lives, but able to hold on. And unfortunately, Darkatomic's all attack did not succeed. So Anacondaz going up to a quick 2-0. And I still have not talked about what I wanted to talk about. So stay tuned, guys. Let's go to game number 3. Alrighty, here in game number 3, let's see what map Darkatomic has chosen. Oh, cards. So another small map. Man, these guys, I found that a lot of noblemen love the small maps. I really don't know why. I personally love the big maps, actually. Well, actually, no, I really don't mind. I don't have any favorites. And farm strategy by Darkatomic and farm strategy by Anacondaz. So still farm versus farm on cards. Looks like even Anacondaz has not developed an anti-farm strategy. And it seems like both these guys refuse to go ice. I don't know if that's because they just had an agreement, or if I don't know, maybe they're just too prideful to go ice. As a lot of Nobleman seems to think that it's shameful to go ice. But I totally disagree, guys. I don't think ice is shameful at all. Yes, it's a good strategy. Yes, we'll get a lot of economy, but you can't get no lives lost. And so there's quite a few strategies here that it's possible to get no lives lost if you're facing ice specifically, because ice stalls and gives you more money and things like that, gives you more time. And so yes, it does become a bit of rock paper scissors between ice farm and no lives lost strategy, but still, you know, it's just part of the game, guys. Mind games is part of the game. So change roles in DD. Okay, so now that we go farm vs farm on cards, I think I have quite a bit of downtime to finally talk about what I want to talk about. So first things first is that if you're watching this, oh, finally he gets the 2-3 boomer. Just trying to delay that for as long as possible. And Darkatomic down more lives, down 101 lives, but it doesn't really matter in farm vs farm at all. So the things I want to talk about is, number one is that if you're watching this on Super John Bombo 2's channel, please come and subscribe to the Bloons King of the Hill channel. You saw in that intro there that we have a whole lot more content for you guys. You know, I was talking before about my games versus Crazy Aliens and my games versus Prob LG. You guys didn't get to see that because those games were commentated by Anacondaz and commentated by Trevor Squires, and we just have a lot more content on King of the Hill, on the Bloons King of the Hill channel, that doesn't get shown on Super John Bombo 2's channel. So yeah, definitely come on over and subscribe to us. Secondly, there's even more actually. You know, you also got to see that we have interviews. So now I've started doing player interviews, and you get to see a whole new side of the players. So far we have an interview with Darkatomic, so that was his face that you saw in the very beginning there. And yeah, we're gonna have more and more player intros, and just way more cool stuff in King of the Hill, for King of the Hill, and most of that cool stuff will be on the Bloons King of the Hill channel. So please come and subscribe to that if you're watching this specifically on Super John Bombo 2. More stuff is that there's a tournament going on. Well, not going on. There's King of the Hill as a tournament, but there's actually a what's called the King of the Hill Open, which is a couple of regrowth backs here, followed by yellow. So Anacondaz has been quite aggressive here, but oh, this might actually hurt it quite a lot. Has to move the mortar just to save a couple of more lives, but that wasn't quite a big enough rush to kill him. Man, that was close though. If he just went a bit more aggressive with that rush, it could have been a. He might have managed to kill him, or at least forced him to sell a couple of farms to get a ricochet up. So yeah, there's a King of the Hill Open tournament. So usually for King of the Hill, you know how it works is you challenge knights, and then if you beat a knight, become a nobleman, then you can start playing these Nobleman Battles, and you get ranked and all that. That's the regular King of the Hill, and there's a minimum battle score requirement of 2,000 battle score for the challenges. Just because, you know, our knights play a lot of challenges, and we want to make sure that the challenges that play are at least of somewhat sufficient skill level, so that, you know, the knights aren't just wasting their time playing a lot of newbies. But this means that a lot of newer players just don't get any chance at all to participate in King of the Hill, which really sucks. And so I've made a tournament for you guys which has no battle score requirement. Anybody can play. And so let me tell you a little bit about it. What's interesting about this tournament is that it's only over one day. It's only over one day, and that day is October 26th. I don't want to tell you too much about the tournament because I don't really have time in this video, but if you go to the Bloons King of the Hill channel, Bloons King of the Hill channel, you'll see a specific video detailing all the details of this tournament. It's called King of the Hill Open, I think, or something like that, and the video is like two gladiators fighting. So if you see that thumbnail with two gladiators fighting, by the way, here's a ceramic rush, which might do some damage. Nope. Great defense by Anacondaz, getting just enough defense to stop their ceramics. So yeah, October 28th, 26th, sorry. And here's a big rush. Oh, but a rainbow rush first. And also he's going to exploit the mortar. Mortar exploit. A perfect mortar exploit. There it is. Ceramics in through. There it is. GG. Anacondaz so good at it. Mortar exploiting. Oh my god. Oh my god. His strategies are so good. That was a 3-0, guys. Holy cow. I would not have expected that. I was expecting a much closer game. than that. I thought Darkatomic and Anacondaz both very, very strong players, but Anacondaz, holy cow, just showing his strength there, defeating Darkatomic 3-0, and that bumps Anacondaz up, because Anacondaz was actually the challenger, and that bumps him up into, I think, gold Nobleman status, which just means top 7, and now Anacondaz is in the gold Nobleman, so now he's in the region where you can challenge the king. And Anacondaz has told me that he wants to become king. He's trying really hard for it. He's so good now. I tried playing him. I'm not going to tell you guys what the result was, but definitely that video is coming up soon. And yeah, also, you know, me versus Anacondaz, that's another good reason to come and join Bloons King of the Hill, because that would only be on the Bloons King of the Hill channel. It won't be on Super Jump Bomber 2 channel. So, yeah, 2 things. 1 is the channel, 2 is this tournament, October 26th. Come and find the details. You know, again, sorry for repeating this so many times. But yeah, find that video on the Bloons King of the Hill channel. And yeah, come and participate in this tournament, guys. So thanks, that's all from me. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is Ryan Zoo. See you next time.